All right. Should be starting. All right, hey guys, sorry I'm a minute late. I had trouble getting on the Wi-Fi for some reason. I didn't save the password. Let's just get started. Actually, we can probably wait 2 seconds just for some people to trickle in. But in the meantime, I'm going to be passing my contact information in the chat room. You do have to be logged in, I believe, to interact or ask questions. So if you aren't logged into a YouTube account, just email me directly. So justin.nave at SEMrush.com. And I do have my phone in front of you, so I can answer questions that way. But yeah, other than that, let's kind of just jump into it. So thanks for showing up today, webinar at SEMrush 101. It's just going to be a basic walkthrough of all the reports, just showing you functionality, how what kind of data we provide, how we gather this data, some other things in the project section we could jump into as well. Kind of the most popular tools that everyone uses. So feel free to ask questions as we go, and I'll answer them pretty much right away if it's regarding the report we're in currently. So yeah, let's jump into it. So SEMrush is a full suite of tools. So you're going to see we're going to cover SEO, paid, backlinking, social media, site audit, anything technically wrong with the site. It's pretty much going to help you gather any type of traffic to your site. So direct, indirect, or through social, referral, anything that's going to help increase traffic to your site. There's going to be a tool or some kind of insight that we can help you out with, okay? We are a international company in terms of the databases that we offer. And you kind of see the ones I'm scrolling through right now. It's 145 in total. We're going to be focusing in the US just because that's where I'm located, desktop version. In this database, we're tracking the top 120 million keywords. So this is any keyword that has a search volume of 10 searches a month or greater will be inside this report right here. We're doing that for the top 10 pages of Google organically and the top 2 pages for the paid. And we're just recording everyone who's ranking for those 120 million keywords. So we understand how many keywords you're ranking for on the national level and how well you're doing for those keywords as well. That's how we can gather information on what you're doing and what your competitors are doing, or anyone that's ranking for any of those 120 million keywords. Okay, so we're just jumping to the organic side. This report is going to show you every single keyword that you're ranking for out of the most popular keywords being searched currently. And we do update that keyword list. It's not the same 120 million keywords. It all depends on the search volume. So if a new iPhone 11 comes out tomorrow, it will be in the database because that's going to have millions of search volume. So it's going to automatically jump to the top of the list. But just to give you an example, we're looking at ebay.com. Okay, so again, you can use any domain here. So you can look at your domain or a competitor's domain, and it's going to show you every single keyword that we found you're ranking for. Keep in mind, if your site's brand new, might not be in the system, you do have to give us some time to find out if they're ranking for keywords. But this will show you more information than Google will show you. Google will only show you maybe your top performing keywords. They don't want to really show you every single keyword you're ranking for. But you can come in here and see that eBay is ranking for 32 million keywords. We do estimate traffic. This is all monthly. All these numbers right here are monthly. And the traffic cost, which is the estimated value of the keywords, because this is organic, so eBay is not bidding on any of these keywords, but we're showing you if they were to bid on these keywords, is how much value it would be or would cost if they wanted to bid on 32 million keywords per month. If you want to see what they're really doing in advertising, just go to advertising research, we'll get to, but just showing you what these numbers actually represent. This traffic number is an estimated monthly traffic to ebay.com based off the 32 million keywords they're ranking for, okay? So this is just through those 32 million keywords, not directly through their site. Like if I just go to ebay.com in my web browser, it's not estimating that much traffic, that traffic essentially, okay? And the way we're getting this traffic number is looking at each 32 million keywords that they're ranking for, what position they're in, and the search volume for each keyword. Okay, so for give you an example, if you come down to here, this is the actual keywords right here. So they're ranking for the keyword eBay. They're in the first position. The search volume for that keyword is 45.5 million searches per month. All right, since they're in their first position, we're estimating that they're getting most of that traffic, and the algorithm is assuming that they're getting 36 million visits based out of the first position and the search volume. That's how we gather estimated traffic, is based off those three metrics. Okay. Something I want to show off real quickly is the graph right here for keywords. So this can quickly identify, if you're prospecting a lead, if you do SEO for other companies, or you just want to know how well you're doing overall for all the keywords. It's great that they have 32 million keywords. A lot of those are going to be on the third, fourth page of Google, right? Not really helpful. You can see how well they're doing in the top three results. So they have 3.1 million, the top three results, and they have an additional 8.6 million on the rest of the first page. So they have over 10 million keywords just on the first page of Google, which is really good. Ideally, you want to be in the top third, but first page is really good for traffic. Now you can see how many keywords you have on the second page of Google. And a lot of people, their strategy is to find keywords that they're already ranking for and just improving their rankings for those keywords. So you can filter this data to say, hey, only show me keywords on the first 11 to 20th position, which is the second page of Google. If you're counting, there's 10 results on each page. That's how that kind of works right there. But you can see the keywords you're already ranking for that you're not doing so well for, that you can quickly, get some more backlinks or change some optimization of the site for those landing pages and hopefully get some quick wins there. Okay, so for example, what we're doing down here is actually showing the keywords. Now, these are all URL specific. So you might see your domain or the domain you're researching ranking for the same keyword multiple times. That's because they have multiple URLs. Okay, but for this example, eBay is ranking for the keyword iPhone 8. They're in the 11th position, which is the first result, second page. The last time we crawled, they actually were in the 43rd position. You can see that there's a difference of 32 positions positive. I'm going to go over these metrics right here just because you're going to see them on a recurring basis in SEMrush. So it's good to get an understanding of what these actually mean. Traffic, we went over that. That's our best guess of how much traffic we believe they're getting based off the position of the keyword and the search volume. Traffic percentage, that's our best guess of how much traffic that one single keyword is giving out of the total traffic number right here. Okay, so 0.11%. Volume, this is the estimated monthly search volume for that keyword, iPhone 8. The way we collect our data is we're not including misspellings or plural versus singular. It's all exact match as you see it. So the keyword exactly iPhone space 8, that's what we're reporting as the search volume is 3.5 million, right? So right there. Okay, so iPhone 8 with no space right there, that's a different keyword. It might have a different volume, all right? KD, this stands for keyword difficulty, and it's telling you how hard it is for you to rank for this keyword, looking at the top 20 people competing for that keyword right now, and that's an organic number right there, or metric, I should say. CPC is looking at the average cost for that keyword. So on average, if you were to bid on that keyword, you're going to be looking at least $3.46 every click. We're not saying that that's how much they're spending or they're bidding on the keyword. That's going to be a different report if you want to find someone's AdWords. And the URL, this is what I was talking about earlier. This is telling you what URL you should use or to optimize around for that keyword if you're going to do work on this site. All right, because it's going to show you the top performing landing page if you're giving the right filter. Again, you might be ranking for this keyword multiple times, but you can use this one right here. Cost, again, best guess of how much value that one keyword is in terms of dollars amount. COM, this is strictly for AdWords. It's competitive density. This is on a scale of 0 being non-competitive to 1 being the most competitive an AdWord can be. And when we crawl the SERP, this is actually how we gather our information, is we crawl these keywords separately on the national level and look at the SERP. So if we find that a lot of people are bidding on the keyword at the time of collection, you can see AT&T is bidding on that keyword. The max amount of ads would trigger a 1 as the competitive density. Alrighty. Let me know if you guys have any questions with these metrics. All right, usually pretty straightforward. And this is the SERP. This is actually how we collect information. So you can see we do track SERP features. So if you're out there looking for instant answers or some kind of SERP feature, site link, local map, we do have information of what keywords actually trigger those results. And last update, just telling you when that keyword was last updated in the system. You'll see that the higher volume keywords are updated a couple times a week. Some of the lower volume, 10 searches a month, will only be updated once a month in this report. Alrighty. Now, we do store this information month after month, as you can see, up until January 2012. So we do have a long, historical database here for all these keywords and domains that we're tracking. You can also break down a domain. This is a very large domain, so this would be helpful. You could break it down, the information I just showed you, by page specifically, URL by URL, and by subdomains. So if you have a blog on your site, you want to see how well your blog's doing, take a look at the subdomain for that blog. Or if it's a subfolder, just come into the pages report and find the blog right here. You just type in blog by URL. But what this is going to do is say, hey, show me what's going on, everything what's going on for this one URL specifically. So if we look at this auto parts and vehicles page, you can see that this one URL is ranking for 4.2 thousand keywords. It has this many backlinks going to it, this much estimated traffic. And when you click on these numbers, it just shows you each of those keywords and how well you're doing for each keyword on that URL. So that could be very helpful if you're doing a re-optimization of the site, just showing you top performing landing pages, where you're doing well, where you need to kind of improve. Alrighty. Something else that we're doing here is SEMrush always has the competitive analysis aspect. You may see that a lot. Competitive intelligence. We can essentially identify who your competition is based off common keywords, organic or paid, because we're tracking so many keywords on the national level. We're going to know who else is competing for these keywords. Or you can look at it a keyword by keyword level and say, hey, who are my competition for branded keywords? Or who's my competition for these select keywords? There's a lot of ways you can identify competition, all right? So let me know if you have a specific scenario you're trying to find competition. But this report is looking at common keywords in the top 20 results. And you can see Amazon shows up, Walmart. You can see when you click those keywords, it brings you down to the gap analysis. And now you're just looking for common keywords here, organic, paid, or product listing ads, which are just Google Shop ads. You can do this for keywords or backlinks. And you can also find keywords that your competitors are using that you're not using at all if you switch this to unique to first domain keywords, but just showing you some where there's overlap and maybe where there's some opportunity. Hey, competitor A is using this keyword. We're not using this keyword at all. That's one way you can use the tool right here. All right. So there's always that competitive analysis aspect available when you're using SEMrush. Let me jump you into the project section real quick. We're not going to be going A to Z. We're going to be jumping around a little bit just to kind of show you some things that are relative to what we're talking about. So what I did right here is I just jumped in the project section. This is an example of public storage that I made personally. All these tools will appear when you create a project. So the tool is great for like research and content research, but when you're ready to make some more hands-on, actionable tools, come into the project section, make a project for your domain. These tools will appear, okay? So things like the organic traffic insights, which is the Google Analytics and Google Search Console integration, just pulling information that they are showing into SEMrush can be very helpful. What I want to show you real quickly is position tracking. I believe SEMrush has one of the best keyword tracking tools out there in terms of the robustness of it. So what we're doing here is we can track any location, United States, national. You can do, Pennsylvania on the state level, or go down to a zip code or a city level for desktop, phone, and tablet. So the ability to track geo-targeted or national is great. English, you can do Spanish, or international. Very robust in terms of the position. But what we're doing here is we're tracking your domain, 20 competing domains for organic and AdWords for a list of keywords that you've entered. And it updates every single day in terms of the rankings. So that's why I believe it's one of the most robust ones out there, just the ability to do everything I kind of mentioned right there and the daily tracking. It does give you some good metrics. One is a visibility score. So just overall, how well are we doing for the list of keywords that we entered? Gives you a visibility versus you and your competition. Coming down here, more importantly, even more robustness of the tool is we're tracking SERP features. So if you're a local business, it's going to be super important to figure out if you are ranking for local back keywords and what those keywords are. So definitely use this tool because it will allow you to get down to the zip code. I'm in Philadelphia, so if I'm a small, mom and pop like bakery, it's not. I don't really care how well I'm doing on the national level. I want to see. I only care how well I'm doing if you're searching in the Philadelphia area. So you have the ability to put down a couple zip codes or the city and say, hey, this is the keyword that you're ranking for, and it's triggering a local pack result. We also found AdWords present, images, a video, reviews on the SERP level, okay? So it tells you how well you're ranking, who your competition is, how well they're ranking every single day. And something right here, this is actually the SERP on the local level. So this is the United States for this one, but you can obviously see that I have, Miami, Florida right here. But it will show you as the location that you're tracking here and show you who is ranking for local pack if you're not. And also, it will tell you what rank you're in. So this can be very helpful for local people, or on the national level, very helpful just to see, how well you're doing on a daily basis. We do keep track of the scores right here, the rankings, I should say, as well. So, the day you set it up, if you come back from a year from now, we can tell you every single day, this is the rank it was for the last, 90 days or 100 days. And hopefully you can see that you're growing. If you're making a lot of changes on your site, and you're not tracking the rank per keyword or per landing page, there's no way for you to know exactly if the changes that you're making are giving a positive or negative implication on your site, right? Even if you're getting more traffic month after month, and you're not sure why, it's great that you're getting more traffic. This is a good way to kind of figure out if what you're doing or the tools that SEMrush are providing are actually helping out. Okay, more than just looking at traffic overall, you can look at the keyword rankings per URL as well. Highly recommend this tool for everybody. All right, let's get back into the main dashboard, just showing some other tools that we can help out with. So SEMrush has really been stepping up the game here in terms of keyword research, or I should say content research. So we have two tools here. The first one's going to be in keyword analytics. It's Keyword Magic tool. There's over 1 billion keywords in the US database for this tool right here. So I'm just going to type in a generic keyword like shoes, just to kind of show you functionality here. And why this is great for content research is because you can do question form keywords. So SEMrush is going to show you every keyword in question form related to the topic that you entered. So what are people asking Google right now regarding shoes? You can see right here, the number one question is, give it a second to load. Number one question is, how to clean white shoes. It's being searched 27,000 times a month. That's the number one question regarding shoes in question form. Second one is how to clean suede shoes or how to stretch shoes, right? So if you're a blogger or you make informational content, definitely utilize the question form tab right here to get an understanding of how people are searching or what they're asking regarding the topic that you're talking about. Or even just doing regular keyword research, this tool will be helpful for that, right? If you're about to rank for the keyword shoes or you sell shoes online, we're showing you everything related to shoes semantically and by category. What are other categories? How are other categories being searched, right? So there's men's shoes, there's women's shoes. You can drill down even further and say, what's related to men and shoes? Click this arrow. It's going to tell you that there's dress shoes, that there's black shoes, maybe casual, leather shoes. There's a lot of ways you can search this, right? So doing this right here can help you identify long tail keywords that are more niche and have better purchasing intent, right? And it's also telling you all those good metrics that we went over earlier: volume, KD, cost per click, competition level. Are there any SERP features available? You also can click the keyword, and we're going to tell you who's ranking for it currently. So it's going to tell you who your competition is to give you a better realistic understanding of, can you outbid or can you outrank these people currently? Like Kohl's.com, that's a big one, you know, Zappos. So it's very helpful to kind of see who your competition is, how people are searching for the keyword, search volume for the keyword as well. So all good stuff in terms of topic research. So topic research will just take that kind of workflow to the next level, and this is going to look for other topical, potential topics that are related to the main topic of shoes. So maybe you're talking about, you know, like high heels, right? That's technically a shoe, but we'll see what the tool comes back with. Any questions so far, guys? Everything good on your end? I'm not seeing any questions come through, so I'm assuming I'm going to do a really good job here. So while this is loading, again, it's going to show you anything related to shoes. So this is going to tell you how people are searching, what they're talking about regarding shoes, and other ways that you can rank or write content about shoes. That's just the keyword I put in, right? You can put any keyword in. Perfect. Peacemaker. Cool. So these are the keywords right here, and this is the search volume for those keywords. So you can see DSW shoes, that's the keyword. It's being searched 301 times a month. And down here, this is what people are currently talking about and writing about DSW shoes, right? So we're telling you the top 10 headlines and even more questions related to that subtopic. So again, great for bloggers or content creation. Even more questions related. And right down here, related searches, just showing you other keywords you can include in your content or other keywords that you can rank for. So those two tools, again, topic research and keyword magic tool, going to be giving you almost 90% of the information you're going to need, right? You can use the content template or the writing assistant to kind of further that. So those are also very helpful as well. Something I'll mention, this is a new tool we have. Give me a second. I'm going to type in the zip code here. Oh, maybe I won't. But anyway, so what this tool is doing here is listings management. If you're a local business, definitely pay attention to this part here. What we're doing here is this is actually powered through Yext. We're checking the 75 listings that we have access to. And yes, Yext has access to as well for your business name, address, zip code, and phone number. Making sure that the name, zip code, address, and the phone number is correct across the top directories like Google My Business, Facebook, Yelp, things like that that are relevant to your industry. Making sure that they're correct. And if they aren't correct, we're going to show you where they're wrong. And with a click of a button, we can update those listings for you. So this is very helpful when trying to rank for local pack results. These have to be consistent across the board. Your name, address, and phone number. You can also, once you purchase this, is actual additional fee right here. It's an additional $20 per month for this service right here. You can edit your hours operation, payment method, images, anything that would be on the actual result right there on the SERP. But very helpful for local businesses. So let me know if there's anyone local that would be interested in learning more about that. I can do an example if someone is looking at that. But if not, we're going to jump in the project again. So again, I'm going to go over some of these tools in here. Everyone's going to benefit regardless of what industry you're in or what you do for a living, things like that. So one tool right here is a site audit. What this is doing is crawling all the pages of your site from a technical aspect. So it's all looking at user experience, and things that affect the user experience might be load speed time, broken links, missing meta descriptions. Like if someone goes to a certain URL and it's not the correct URL for that keyword, that's something that can also affect the user experience. All these issues and warnings and notifications, everything that we look for, affect the user experience, which in return affect your SEO. So essentially, this is the full list that we look for. You can go through, it's pretty extensive. But again, just looking for things that would be technically wrong with the site. So you're missing a title tag here. We're telling you what page is missing the title tag, what pages are broken, either internal or external. So all this stuff is very helpful. Load speed time right here in the site performance, looking for orphan pages in the site linking, internal linking right here. So again, all this stuff is going to be very helpful. I always recommend doing a full crawl. And you can crawl up to 100,000 pages at once. So we're crawling a lot of pages if your page is that large or your domain is that large. And we can do AMP pages as well. So you can do desktop or mobile. Very helpful to understand what's going on there at a technical level. All right, let's see what other tools we have. So backlinking is pretty important for people who don't know that already. We do have two tools here, which is backlink audit and link building. I'll show you how these tools operate and the importance of these. Backlink audit is going to essentially, SEMrush is going to audit all the backlinks we found you linking to. We can also audit the backlinks Google's found for you. So there's some integration here. There's Google Search Console, Google Analytics, and a Majestic. If you have a Majestic account, we can audit the backlinks linking from them as well. And you can hook up your Gmail. And what we're doing is looking for toxic backlinks on a scale of 0 being non-toxic to 100 being super toxic. And we're essentially saying that these people are linking to your site with or without your permission. And we're giving you the suggestion to remove it, either manually or disavowing it through Google's help. You also can disavow or remove mirrored pages or similar IP addresses. So you're really nuking that whole area. Usually these are spammy sites from like foreign countries, but you can see the URL, the toxic score, why we believe it's toxic. And then again, you can either remove it manually or remove it via Google. And we just help you compile the disavow list here, and you can export that to Google. So very helpful to get a handle on your backlinks, looking for toxic ones. Essentially, why you want to do this is Google does look for, the value of your backlinks, and obviously the more higher quality backlinks is better than just overall quantity. So essentially, if they see that you have thousands of spammy backlinks, you could get penalized for that, ranking-wise. Tiffany, that's a good question. I'm not sure. I don't have. I'm not involved in those decisions. I can, if you want to email me, I could probably ask someone directly. So each tool, believe it or not, each tool that I'm showing you, even that listings tool, has a back-end and front-end developer team. So we have a lot of teams here in SEMrush. There's a lot of developers. Almost 80% of the company is a developer. And they would ultimately, that team responsible for that tool would know better than me. So I can ask them directly for you, but you just have to email me to remind me. All righty. Hopefully soon. Link building, this tool is in the name. The description's in the name, really. It's just going to help you identify high-quality backlinks that are linking to your competitors or ranking for keywords that you want to rank for. And then we actually show you the URL, the quality of that domain. But most importantly, we give you the contact information. So we're crawling for contact pages or Facebook or LinkedIn, just any means to contact these guys directly. And you can email 500 emails a day in SEMrush. And we keep track of it. Was it sent? Was it delivered? Was it open? Did they respond? Now, obviously, backlinking is a manual process. We just kind of help you speed up the process by identifying high-quality backlinks and then giving you the contact information right there. So very helpful tool to build more backlinks. Alrighty. All right, some other things that we do have here available are social media tools. So again, I said, full suite of tools. So even if you're just using SEMrush for keyword tracking purposes, you have access to all these other great tools. So that you're paying for, really. So social media tracking, this is only organic, but we are tracking the performance for your social media accounts: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Pinterest, and your competitors' Facebooks and Twitter accounts. So we're just showing you overall audience growth, activity, engagement. And then when you make a post or when your competitors make a post, we can essentially show you how effective they were in terms of engagement rate. So likes, reactions, shares, comments, retweets, things like that. For Twitter, we're showing you people that are mentioning you directly, or in a different, their hashtag essentially. So this can be very helpful for analytics of what's going on with social media, for reporting. And if you already have that kind of information set directly from those platforms, you can essentially use social media poster to make all your posts a little bit more streamlined. So you can, make a post for Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and have it sent to be scheduled out, regularly sent on Wednesday. But you can essentially have all your posting done in one tool. This could be very helpful for convenience and time saving. So those two tools are going to be very helpful for that. But let me know if you guys have any questions directly with social media. I never really know what to show off because everyone has a different angle on social media. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions with that. I can jump into that more specifically. But overall, it's pretty straightforward, analytics and posting. All right. So that's pretty much everything, really, to kind of jump into. That I would want to show off in, a quick little demo, giving you a little taste of what SEMrush is all about here. What ideally, if you are not a user yet, just for showing up on the webinar, you can get a 2-week free trial. So no credit card needed. It's full access. Just email me for that. If you guys are a paying customer already, like on a monthly level, reach out to me. I'll see what I can do on an annual basis in terms of a discount. It's much larger than the online discount, which is 16%. Just for showing up today, we do offer a 25% discount for annual accounts. So yeah, you can make that switch whenever, but let me know if you guys have any questions too. I'm gonna be hanging out here for a couple minutes, but those are pretty much all the big tools. That's like 90% of what you'll be using on a daily basis here. Maybe some one-offs that we didn't jump into, but we could definitely jump into them if you have any questions specifically. But if not, thanks for showing up. Email me for the trial or discount, or follow-up questions. You have my contact information. Hey, no problem, man. For Peacekeeper or Peacemaker. What are title tags? Those are the essentially the titles of each page. So if you go to like if you go to Google and type in shoes, you go into one of these results right here, like shoes for Macy's. The title tag will be the title of the page. There's also an H1 tag as well. It's essentially telling Google that you want, if you're selling shoes, the keyword should involve the shoe. So you're telling Google that this page should be ranking for this keyword, essentially. It doesn't necessarily make you rank for the keyword, but it's telling Google and the Google bots that's what you want this page to be promoting. Okay. The meta description, title tag, H1 tag, they're all technical aspects that affect the SEO. But what percentage it actually affects is unknown. It could be 1%, it could be 2%. No one really knows, but it's just best practices to have that information correct or be at least present. So that's why the site audit essentially crawls your pages, making sure that you're doing the basics or what's recommended. Sometimes you have a title tag, but it's not in the what's this called here? The back end right here. So sometimes you have a title tag, but it's not being identified. So sometimes you have to just put that in the coding of the website. Yeah, no problem. All right, guys. People are dropping off, so I'm gonna log off. But again, just my emails here, just in case you have a question as soon as I leave. But again, thank you for your time today, and reach out if you guys need anything. All right, and enjoy the rest of your day.